Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the Kentucky Wildcats beating the Ole Miss Rebels 72-63. Certainly a basketball game to watch at 11 a.m. Yes, they moved this game up an hour, as if that's going to do something, because I think of the big winter storm coming. And while I'm getting the stat sheet up here, I want to talk about this game. They moved the game up an hour. Yeah, good win for Kentucky to beat Ole Miss at home by 9 points. I'll tell you, Owe was great tonight, especially in the second half. He's been a star since SEC play started. Ever since SEC play started, he's been absolutely phenomenal. It feels like damn near every game he's probably scoring like 18 to like 20 points. The one game he didn't against Tennessee, he was still big down the stretch. What is their record now? 13-6, 14-6. Okay, yeah, they're 14-6. They are now 5-2 in conference play. Owe had 23, I believe. How many of that was in the second? I believe like 20 of that was in the second half. So Owe was absolutely phenomenal in the second half of this game. And how about old Travis Perry returning? He got booed. I don't know why he got booed for it. That was something. I didn't expect that, but he scored 0 points and 0 of 3 from the field. And he played 10 minutes and he was a -9. So what a return. Man, his confidence was probably fucking shot his first shot, his fucking airball after getting booed. He didn't play a lot though. He played 10 minutes. After back-to-back losses to Alabama and then home to Missouri, and then Jalen Lowe goes down for the season. It looks like the season was on fucking life support, but then Kentucky's now rattled off, I think it's 5 straight wins, I think? 5 straight wins. The longest win streak, I believe, under Mark Pope. It looked like the fucking season was on fucking life support. Wasn't an ugly offensive game? It was. It was an ugly offensive game. I ain't denying that. It was pretty fucking ugly to watch. But the team played with effort and more toughness. But Owe was really the star. He had his 5th 20-plus performance in his last 7 games. It wasn't pretty. It's just a gritty win. But they need to talk about these fucking officials. These officials were god-awful. I know probably Kentucky fans always complain about refs, but the calls today were egregious. And they're egregious in every game. It's not just this game. In every game they fucking suck. There was a play where Owe got fucking held. But it's a foul on Owe, I guess, and it's an and 1. That's a big play because Kentucky was only up by like 4. But hey, they only shot 36% from the field, 30 from 3, 74 from the line, but they held the Rebels on the other end to 32% from the field, 33 from 3. They finally started making a few threes in the second half, but they shot only 67% from the line. Kentucky forced them to 10 turnovers. Kentucky had 12 of their own. I felt most of their turnovers was them just trying to force it into the post, and it didn't work. But Chandler hit a big 3 late, which is pretty much the dagger, up by 3. Jasper Johnson had a really hot start. Missed a few shots, but after he banked in a 3, he rattled off, 8 points in a row, so he started off the game hot. So good way to start off the day. And Colin Chandler's been shooting better lately. Like, I think today he didn't shoot the best. He was only 2 of 10, 2 of 7 from 3. But he hit a big 3. I think both of them were in the second half. But he hit a big 3 at the end when they needed it. Moreno had another good game. I think he went 0 for 3. He only took 3 shots, but he 5 of 8 from the line. But he had 9 boards, 2 blocks. Man, he's come along really good for a freshman. Obviously, I knew he was really good out of high school. Great crossing. Kept up with him. I didn't think he would be this good, though, as a freshman. Especially in the defense being like, there's times where he scored on, but you're a paint player. You're going to get scored on at some point. But he holds his own in the paint. But Owe was the star. 6 of 12 from the field, 10 of 13 the line. He got to the line 13 times in this game. Made 10 of them. I wanted to make more of his free throws, and he made 10 of his 13 today. Look, it was an ugly game. I ain't denying that. But after they went 0-2, it was likely the case they needed to win probably 4 of the next 5 to be, I guess, kind of on the good side of the bubble, and they won all 5 games. Ugly win, but it's every game's really a big game. But now the schedule's going to go up. But Jasper didn't play much in the second half. Like Aberdeen, he's been playing a lot better lately, but today just wasn't his day. And people are like, oh, his defense is so far behind. Okay, if his defense is so far behind, then why the hell is Garrison playing 13 minutes? He had 3 fouls. He didn't score. At least Jasper can score. He had 3 threes. I'm sure he had some turnovers, but people are like, oh, his defense is bad. Okay, it's not. Garrison played like 4 less minutes. But 2 of the 3 best defenses in the SEC. It was always going to be an ugly game, but UK matched the physicality and had answers to all of the Ole Miss runs. This is not a bad Ole Miss team either, as some have said. Like, obviously not probably as good as you maybe expected with Chris Beard. But they beat Georgia, and all the losses have been very close. The SEC's just tough. Everyone's play was an ugly, but let's give some props to the defense. I'd rather take an ugly 10-point win with great defense than last year's old Miss results where we scored a ton of points but couldn't stop them. Ugly win's a win, but it's gonna happen. An 11 a.m. game with terrible weather on the way, kind of not really surprised. But they have Vandy and Arkansas next. It's gonna be tough. For sure. This isn't a bad Ole Miss team. Like, they're not like great, but they beat Georgia, and probably some of their losses have been close ones as well. So it's not like this is a bad Ole Miss team. Kentucky just matched that physicality. Owe was great, like I say, especially in the second half. He's been starting since SEC play started. Didn't start the year like the SEC preseason player of the year as we expected, but ever since the play started. I like how I say tonight, as if the game didn't start at 11 a.m. It's not even lunchtime. I should say this afternoon. But he played well in the second half. But Kentucky was really good defensively in that first half. They only gave up 23 points. I think second half on Miss finally got better offensively. I think they scored 40. But Kentucky's really good defensively throughout this game, though. Kentucky just sort of meandered through this game, but they had to find a way to finish the final 8 minutes, and they did. I think in the first bit of the first half, like, they didn't have any field goals from Oway, Aberdeen, and Chandler, and they were winning. Which was crazy to think, because Oway still went off for 23 after the early fouls. And good to see Trent play good minutes. He played 11 minutes, but he had a 3. He had two boards. He also had 3 steals and a block. Well, where were you people say he can't play defense? Had 3 steals. It looks like he was playing some good defense out there to me. It's better than what Garrison does. He'll get a block from time to time, but he don't do much else. Jasper was pretty good off the bench. Mo played 20 minutes, a tough 20 minutes out there. But those refs were absolutely brutal. Just glad Kentucky got out here with a win. It was a tough offensive game, but Oway carried the way. Jasper was good at the start of the game. Scored 8 points while both teams were kind of struggling offensively. A huge 8 points right there. And Aberdeen didn't have his normal game like in SEC play because he was only 1 of 7. Like, he couldn't throw anything in the hoop today, so that was big to win, even though he didn't have a great game. But let's go over the stat sheet in this one. Kentucky, they improved to 14-6, 5-2 in conference play. They had 29 in the first half, 43 in the second half. Ole Miss, they dropped to 11-9, 3-4 in SEC play. They scored at 63 points, 23 in the first half, 40 in the second half. Let's go over the team player stats now. James Scott for Ole Miss had 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Malik Diaz, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 6 for 15, 0-2 from 3. Elias Kamardine, 3 points. He was 1 for 11. Patton Pinkins, 9 points, 3 for 12. He was 3 of 5 from 3. He felt like most of his misses were in the paint. Travis Perry took 3 shots from the field, which were all threes. He missed all of them. Augusto Cisa, 4 points. Corey Chest, 3 points, 10 rebounds. Should have had an offensive foul. Zach Day, 6 points. Whatever the fuck this is. He had 4 threes in the game. He hits 2. Of course, he hits a fucking buzzer beater in the first half. AJ Storr, 20 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 7 of 10 at the line. They shot 32 from the field, 33 from 3, 7 of 21, 14 of 21, 67-6, 7% from the free throw line, 43 boards, 8 assists, 10 turnovers, 8 steals, 2 blocks, 17 O-boards, 26 D-boards, and 25 personal fouls. For Kentucky, Yelovich had 6 points, 7 rebounds, 6-7, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 of 3 at the line. Moreno, 5 points. He was 0 for 3, but 5 of 8 at the line. 9 boards, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Chandler, 12 points, but he had 7 rebounds. He's been really active on the glass these last 2 games. 2 of 10 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3. Oway, 23 points, 6 of 12 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 10 of 13 at the line. Aberdeen, 6 points, 5 assists, 1 of 7 from the field. Trent off the bench, 3 points, 1 2 from the field, and 3, 2 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block. Diabate, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 of 3 from the field. Garrison, 0 points, 5 rebounds, 3 fouls. Jasper Johnson, 11 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. Kentucky shot 36% from the field, 30 from 3, 8 of 27, but 28 of 38, 74% from the line. 45 rebounds, 12 assists, 12 turnovers, 7 steals, 7 blocks, 14 O-boards, 31 D-boards, and 17 fouls. So, good win for the Cats. And this one, I believe their next game is against Vanderbilt at Vandy on Tuesday. Vandy started the season really good, and then they've lost 3 in a row, but that doesn't change my mind. I still think Vandy's a very good team. That's going to be a really, really tough game on the road against Vanderbilt. But there was no such thing as a home court whistle in this game. Referees refusing to let Aberdeen steal passes and anticipating calls of freaking middle school level officiating. No home court whistle whatsoever. A great strong play at the rim by Ole Miss, and it's just a fucking foul every time. Most blatant hook in the history of basketball, and they call it a foul no way. Like, is that not a hook? Like, what am I watching? Ridiculous. But that game against Ole Miss is Tuesday at 9 o'clock, so a bit of a from 11 a.m. game to a 9 p.m. game. Yeah, Kentucky Improved gets their 14th win of the year. We'll see what happens. Get Vandy and Arkansas next week. It's going to get a bit tougher on that schedule. It's going to get a little bit tougher. At Vandy, at Arkansas on the road. But Mo Diabate's been really good defensively lately. I think he finally realized he couldn't expand his role and settle back down to who he was at Alabama, which was really good overall players, like a defensive guy and a hustle guy on the offensive glass, and makes just the hustle plays. But I'll say from Mark Pope, no scandals, no allegations, no arrests, just a coach in a 5-game win streak with 3 starters out. But yeah, we'll see what happens with a schedule coming up. Like, they have Vandy, Arkansas, and Florida, Tennessee, and Oklahoma in this schedule, Georgia, so yeah, but that's all I have to say here. Kentucky gets a 72-63 win. So, yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace.